As we get a little older, our bodies change in ways we might not always expect or even feel comfortable talking about. It's a natural part of life, isn't it? We might notice our joints aren't quite as limber, our energy levels fluctuate, or things just feel different. Sometimes these changes can make us wonder about things that used to feel simple and straightforward, things that are quite personal. And it's okay to feel a bit uncertain or even a little lost when navigating these new waters. It's a reality that affects many men as they move into their 60s and beyond. This quiet process of adjustment. What if I told you there are some really common, easy-to-overlook habits related to your intimate health that, if not approached mindfully, could actually be causing you some unnecessary discomfort or even contributing to other little aches and worries you might be feeling? It's not something often discussed openly, but understanding this can make a real difference in your physical and emotional well-being. In this video, we're going to gently explore some areas where a little extra care and awareness can help you avoid potential issues and continue to live comfortably and confidently. We'll look at how listening to your body and making small adjustments can prevent minor irritations and ensure you're not inadvertently causing yourself bother. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about just how much control you have over feeling good. So let's start by talking about perhaps the most fundamental thing. Something that might seem obvious but is often overlooked as we age, and that's the changing landscape of physical sensation and response. As the years go by, blood flow dynamics can shift, and tissues might become a little less elastic or resilient than they were in our younger days. This isn't a sign of anything being wrong, just a normal part of the aging process, like getting a few more wrinkles or needing reading glasses. However, if we approach things with the same vigor or perhaps lack of preparation we did decades ago, we might run into some issues. Think about it like this. You wouldn't jump into a strenuous exercise routine without warming up first, right? Or expect your old car to run smoothly without regular maintenance and the right oil. Our bodies need that same kind of mindful attention, especially in sensitive areas. One of the first key areas where men over 60 can encounter difficulty, often without realizing why, is related to adequate lubrication. This isn't just a concern for partnered sex. It's equally important when masturbating. Natural lubrication can decrease with age due to hormonal changes, and the tissues themselves might not produce moisture as readily or quickly as they used to. Trying to proceed without enough slickness can create friction, and this friction isn't just a little uncomfortable. It can cause micro tears in the delicate skin, lead to irritation, redness, soreness, and in some cases, even minor cuts or abrasions. These small injuries might not seem like a big deal, but they can take longer to heal as we age, and they can make future attempts painful or something you start to dread, which isn't good for your overall sense of well-being. Ignoring this need for lubrication is a common oversight. Many men just power through, maybe feeling a bit of stinging or tightness, assuming it's just part of getting older. But it doesn't have to be. The simple solution is readily available and incredibly effective. Use a good quality lubricant. Water-based lubricants are usually recommended as they are gentle, easy to clean up, and less likely to cause irritation or interact negatively with condoms if that's ever a consideration. Silicone-based lubricants last longer but can be trickier with certain materials. Petroleum jelly or oil-based products should generally be avoided as they can clog pores, damage some materials, and are harder to wash off. Making lubricant a standard part of your routine, even when you don't think you absolutely need it, is a proactive step that can save you a lot of potential discomfort and keep things feeling smooth and pleasurable. It's like adding oil to a squeaky hinge. It just makes everything work better. Don't feel embarrassed about needing it or using it. It's a smart, healthy choice for maintaining comfort and preventing injury. It's about respecting the changes in your body and adapting gracefully. Another related pitfall is ignoring early signs of discomfort or pain. As mentioned, the tissues might be less resilient. If you feel a twinge, a burning sensation, or any kind of discomfort, your body is sending you a signal. In our younger years, maybe we could ignore these signals and bounce back quickly. After 60, pushing through discomfort is less advisable. Continuing to stimulate an area that is already irritated or sore will only make it worse. It can turn a minor issue into a more significant one, potentially leading to inflammation, swelling, or even delaying the healing process significantly. This isn't about being fragile. It's about being wise and listening to the valuable feedback your body provides. If something hurts, stop. Give your body time to recover. Applying a cold compress might help soothe irritation, and ensuring the area is clean and dry can prevent secondary issues. Persistent pain that doesn't go away after a day or two, or any significant swelling or redness, should definitely be looked at by a doctor, as it could be a sign of something else or an infection. But often, the initial discomfort is just a signal that you need to be gentler, use more lubrication, or simply take a break. It's easy to fall into old habits and patterns of behavior, but recognizing that your body's needs have changed is crucial for comfortable and healthy intimate experiences. It's not about stopping something you enjoy, it's about doing it in a way that feels good and respects your body's current state. Being mindful of these physical aspects, ensuring adequate lubrication and paying attention to signals of discomfort, are foundational steps. Now that we've discussed the importance of lubrication and listening to your body's signals, let's move on to another area that can sometimes cause issues, and that's technique. What might have worked effortlessly and without thought in your 20s or 30s might not be the best approach decades later. The skin might be thinner, veins might be more prominent and fragile, and as we discussed, elasticity can decrease. Using too much pressure, a rough grip, or a repetitive, vigorous motion can put undue stress on the tissues and blood vessels. This isn't just about potential surface irritation. Excessive force can potentially lead to bruising, swelling, or even minor vascular injuries. While serious injuries are rare, chronic low-grade trauma from improper technique can lead to persistent soreness, tenderness, or even changes in the appearance of the skin over time. Think about how skin can become tougher or calloused from repeated friction in other areas. While that's less likely in this sensitive spot, prolonged or rough handling isn't beneficial. Finding a technique that is gentle, uses enough lubrication, and perhaps incorporates different types of touch rather than just intense friction can be much kinder to your body. This might involve exploring different grips, speeds, or incorporating massage-like movements. It's an opportunity to rediscover what feels good now, rather than trying to replicate what felt good decades ago. It's about quality over quantity, or perhaps quality of sensation over intensity of friction. Experimenting gently and paying attention to how your body responds is key. Another subtle but significant area is the timing and context of the activity. Sometimes men might try to force it when they are stressed, overly tired, or not genuinely in the mood. While masturbation can be a stress reliever for some, doing it when you are physically or emotionally depleted can feel like a chore rather than a source of pleasure. This can lead to frustration if the response isn't what you expect, adding psychological pressure to a physical act. Furthermore, if you have underlying health conditions, such as heart issues or high blood pressure, strenuous physical activity, including intense sexual activity, can put a temporary strain on your system. While for most healthy individuals, the exertion is minimal, if you have been advised to avoid strenuous activity by your doctor, it's worth considering how intense your masturbation might be and discussing it if you have concerns. Ignoring pain elsewhere in your body while engaging in masturbation is also something to be mindful of. If your back is aching, your knee is throbbing, or you're generally feeling unwell, pushing ahead might exacerbate those existing physical complaints. It's about holistic health. Your intimate well-being is connected to your overall physical state. If you're experiencing pain or discomfort unrelated to the act itself, it's usually best to rest and address those issues first. This isn't just about potential physical harm, it's also about the psychological aspect. If masturbation becomes associated with pain, discomfort, or frustration because you're trying to force it or doing it when your body isn't up to it, it can lead to negative feelings about yourself and your body. It might become something you feel you should do rather than something you do for pleasure or release. This can impact your self-esteem and even your willingness to engage in other forms of intimacy if you have a partner. So, paying attention to your overall physical and emotional state, choosing a time and place where you feel relaxed and comfortable, and only engaging when you genuinely feel like it, can transform the experience from potentially frustrating or uncomfortable to a genuinely positive and healthy one. It's about being present and mindful, treating this aspect of your life with the same care and attention you would any other activity that contributes to your well-being. It's not just a physical act, it involves your mind and your emotions too. Let's tie all of this together now. We've talked about how essential it is to recognize the physical changes that come with age, particularly regarding the need for adequate lubrication to prevent irritation and discomfort. We've also discussed the importance of listening to your body's signals and not pushing through pain, as those twinges are messages telling you to be gentle or take a break. We explored how refining your technique to be less abrasive and more mindful of your changing tissues can prevent minor injuries and make the experience more pleasurable. And we touched upon the significance of your overall physical and emotional state, emphasizing that choosing the right time and not forcing it when you're tired, stressed, or in pain contributes to a positive experience and prevents potential issues or frustration. Remember, these aren't complicated, difficult changes. They are simple adjustments rooted in self-awareness and self-care. It's about being kind to yourself and respecting your body at this stage of life. Embracing these gentle approaches isn't about giving anything up. It's about adapting so you can continue to enjoy a healthy and comfortable, intimate life. Your sexual health and well-being are a normal and valuable part of aging, and addressing these subtle points can help ensure it remains a positive one. Don't let minor discomforts or outdated habits silently cause you bother. Small changes like keeping a good lubricant handy and simply paying attention to how your body feels can make a world of difference. Taking a moment to be mindful, to understand your body's needs now, is an investment in your comfort and happiness. You have the power to make these adjustments and ensure this private aspect of your life remains enjoyable and healthy. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making choices that serve your well-being. Don't hesitate to explore what feels good and right for you now. Every person is different, and what works best can evolve over time. By being gentle, mindful, and prepared, you can avoid those potential pitfalls we discussed. It's a journey of continued self-discovery, even in the most personal areas. So I encourage you to think about these points and consider if any of these areas resonate with you. Have you experienced any of the discomforts we mentioned? Have you perhaps just accepted them as an inevitable part of getting older? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing can help others realize they aren't alone, and might give someone else the courage to try a different approach. It creates a supportive community where we can all learn from each other. If you found this conversation helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and lets me know what kind of content is valuable to you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future videos where we discuss all sorts of topics related to living your best life after 60. We're on this journey together, supporting each other and navigating the years ahead with health, happiness, and confidence. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this community. Remember, taking care of yourself in every aspect is the most important thing you can do. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep living your best life at every age.